The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vaklu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaklu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus you will earn the favor of some powerful people. We could make your job much easier here. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Gelesi at the starport. Riiken commands from the turret tower, and Bostuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaklu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge. A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you'll find solutions there.
We should try to get General Vaklu to be on our side. He has a shrewd mind and is far more fit for command. Queen Talia is young and too idealistic. A veteran leader is what this planet needs, and would make a better ally. Have it your way, then. Why do you take that so personally? When you've been around as long as I have, it's just part of doing business. Vaklu is no fool. Even if we've had disagreements in the past, he'll recognize how advantageous an alliance could be between us.
Whatever course you wish to take, aiding this woman may be useful. We may gain Vaklu's favor, or learn more of his plans. Either way, helping Under should be carefully considered. Holding vendettas is a weakness. An open mind can unlock many doors. General Vaklu may be at odds with us now, but it need not always be that way.
This woman works for Vaklu. The Queen is riddled with shortcomings and other faults. We should assist Vaklu instead. Forget I said anything then. By helping Onda, we may convince Vaklu we need not be enemies.
We're going to go after these captains, right? As long as we're not killing them, I'm on board. This could be quite lucrative for us. Be that way. But if I didn't have to keep track of you, I'd finish this job. You're wrong. Everything is about money. It's just a question of how much. Together, this mission should be as easy as hunting calf hounds in a kennel.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements. I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Gizka around here. They breed like mad. Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
Yes, tell them what you really think, Riiken.
I don't think so. I know you'd like nothing better than getting me drummed out of the military, but I'm not gonna say a word. It's not that simple. Soldiers are guardians. We protect people. But if they get too political, then it enters dangerous territory. It can even lead to a coup d'etat.
Are you implying something, Riiken?
The only thing I'm implying is that it's my duty as a soldier to keep politics at home. On the job, I respect the rank and the chain of command. I'm doing what I feel is right. Are you? That's something that each person has to answer for themselves. This topic's leading nowhere except for trouble for me. So, help a guy out. Let's talk about something else. Strength? It's not about strength. The military is being corrupted by the general. If those faithful to the Queen don't steer clear of Vaklu's cap-hound... What I really mean? General Vaklu may be a war hero, but everything he's done since the war has been poison for us and the Republic. There are rumors, always spoken quietly, that he has made alliances with dark powers. Things worse than the Freedom Nad movement from our past. I think...
That's enough! You may be the Queen's pawn, Riiken, but you will not rail against a brilliant general like Vaklu.
Can't you see it? He's slick with words, but Vaklu's inner circle are responsible for dark deeds. Anyone that speaks out against him is labeled a rebel spy. You think the Republic needs a few hundred spies in ISIS? Most spies are picked up in raids and never heard from again. It's just wrong.
I will see you are relieved of your command for this. Your mouth just ended your career. No matter how distinguished your war record is, it is over.
I don't know how much more help I'll be. Won't be in the military too much longer.
Do not use the Force as a crutch. You have survived long without it. Do not use it to weaken you.
Such suggestions are only effective on the weak-willed.
I wish all of my bounties were that easy to control.
Next time, a little physical force might be better.
I'd be careful when doing that. Sometimes it can permanently damage a mind.
Statement, Master. Next time I wish you would let me torture them to obtain cooperation.
Most impressive.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
I guess that's one way to win an argument.
I have never seen Atris do such a thing.
You're back to visit me. I've heard the news. One captain has been removed, 2 to go. Here are the credits we talked about. There's twice as much waiting for you if you do what is being asked. Poor Riiken couldn't keep his opinions to himself. He hasn't lost his command yet, but he will shortly. Excellent job.
It's the Offworlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I've probably lost my command already because of the conversation we had. I don't see how it could get worse, but the galaxy has a funny sense of humor about that.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, Offworlder. The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point. There's no chance of that, Offworlder. The palace is locked down tight, and only authorized personnel are allowed in. I'm the one in charge here, Offworlder. If you try to get past me, then you'll have the entire ISIS garrison on you in seconds. I will let you... No, you're not permitted past this point.
His loyalty runs deep, but perhaps there is another route to the control you seek.
Loyalty can prove an effective wall to your talents, but there may be a way to undermine it if one looks for it.
I suggest you move along, Offworlder, before you test my patience any further. I am Captain Bostuco. I have served loyally in the Onderon military for 20 years.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such of you could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen. General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world. The wall is the barrier between Izes and the Onderon wilderness. For hundreds of years, we kept the city free of beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the wall. Many aspire to the post, but few are worthy of it. I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the merchant quarter. My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. I received an order and I carried it out. I feel a little lightheaded. Let me tell you what I feel. I have many good years of service left in me. I feel like I'm being set aside. You're right. I have many good years of service left in me, yet I feel like I'm being set aside. They said they needed their best men here, but skyramp duty has always been relegated to fresh officers. I can't imagine it would come to a civil war, but you might be right. Maybe the reassignment was for the best. I couldn't do that. I heard the reassignments came from the Queen herself. I'm a soldier, and it's my duty to serve. Now be on your way. You've wasted enough of my time. I will request reassignment. Immediately. Troops, man the checkpoint without me. I must leave at once.
The greatest technique is to do the same without resorting to the Force.
Minds can often be shaped by the Force, or pushed in the right direction.
Just like a Jedi.
Was that really necessary?
Weak-minded fools deserve to be controlled.
Effective. Statement. It is fortunate that I am a droid and beyond such things.
That was pretty cheap, Jedi. Such misuses of power can lead to greater ones.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Move along.
You're back to visit me. 2 of the poor captains have lost their commands. Great shock, no doubt. Just 1 more left, and the Royalist captains will be no more. Here is the sum of credits we agreed upon. He's requested reassignment back to the wall. I'm impressed that you were able to influence him at all. I can see that I was right to ask for your help. You're quite persuasive.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Gelesi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good, but at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered, maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. I've gone over this so many times. I still don't know what to do. I believe you. How can you know? Never mind that. I think it may be a good idea to turn in my notice. I appreciate the warning. So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
It seems the young Captain Gelesi has booked passage for a shuttle leaving Isis tomorrow morning. He won't be a problem to us any longer. Well done. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.